The next question here I have is from Joanna. It is a very short question. It says, "What at what point in your career did you get that feeling of being a good professional designer, and how long did it take? At what point in my career did I get the feeling of being a good professional designer?" All right. So I think if I'm thinking back accurately enough, I think the first time I ever had um, this thought of, I think I'm good at this thing. I think um, I might be better than the average person at doing this thing is when I was in school in Canada. I think before I went to Canada, I was just experimenting with design. I knew I liked design, but for me, it was just it was a hobby. It was leisure. You understand? Remember, I was designing in my house to my family. There wasn't huge validation or feedback like, "Oh, this your work is incredible." No, 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 not really. People just knew that Tola was designing, but nobody really had time to really look at it and think whether it was good or bad. So I think it was when I decided to go to school to actually study design in Canada that I really began to understand that there was something there, and that's because my lecturers told me. So when they saw, "Oh, your work is really good," when they saw my work, they were like, "Your work is really good. Oh, this is nice. This looks good." You understand? They were no lecturers there are very different from lecturers in Nigeria. They're so different. They're so different, and it's just sad. It is sad. Because I remember when I was in Obafemi Awolowo University, we were actually scared of lecturers. We were scared of lecturers like if we were in secondary school. That's sad. How can you be in a higher institution and be scared of your lecturer? That's sad. I mean, you can reverence them. You can have some level of reverence for them, respect, but there should be cordial interaction where because how can you learn from someone whom you fear? And that's one thing that shook me when I went to Canada. You see, lecturers were approachable. They were approachable, super friendly, um, super complimentary. So they would always reach out and just tell you, "Oh, your work is good." They would tell you. You understand? They didn't hide it from you. And that was something I experienced. They always complimented my work and told me how good it was. And that was the first time I ever knew that there was anything special about me design wise. I always knew I was artistic. I knew I could draw, but I'd never done graphic design before. So the first time I ever heard someone say, "Oh, your work is really good as a designer," was my lecturer. And it didn't happen once, not twice, not three times. They said it as many times as they thought it. So there was validation, and that built some confidence in me. Um, and that's why you see, I have a huge concern for design education here in Nigeria. Even the informal education, where people are meant to learn on maybe like in a design community. That's why personally, I have a distaste for a community that is nasty, that is rude, where people are intolerant of it. I don't like it. You understand? Because you where they break people. I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. But you see, people cannot learn in an environment where they are scared, where they are intimidated, where they are mocked. So I thank God for that Canadian environment where I was able to learn in a very loving, patient environment. Um, so yeah, that was the first time. That's how I knew.